calls for the government to stop the importation of maize into the country are growing louder. Now, members of parliament from both the Kenya Kwanza side and the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya have closed ranks to criticize the Cabinet Secretary for Investments, Trade and Industry, Moses Kuria, for the planned importation of 10 million bags of maize. Now, they want the plan stopped forthwith. The leaders have requested the government to consider the over 50 million bags of maize expected in just 2 weeks when farmers harvest their maize. But this is not the first time Kenya is dogged by a maize quagmire. KTN's Emmanuel Toll explores.
The raging debate on the importation of about 10 million bags of maize has yet again gathered momentum, with a section of legislators now weighing in on the matter. The leaders have vehemently opposed the move that they say will disenfranchise farmers.
The minister should not import even one single bag of maize between now and February, March next year. Is when we can now say the minister will have mobbed all the maize from our farmers. Then now, if there's no sufficient maize, he can argue. And where is public participation? He's forgotten.
We have enough food in this country. The farmers of maize farmers in Rift Valley, Trans Nzoia and the Bungoma are currently harvesting. They have just harvested their maize. They don't know where to sell them.
The MPs have now vowed to table a petition in Parliament on Tuesday to overturn the government's imminent plan that is awaiting gazettement.
That the minister should stop. And if he doesn't stop, we'll tell the farmers. And he will see the wrath of farmers. You can't. What is the rationale of importing maize when we are harvesting? I mean, I don't know whether Waziri lives in this country.
The millers are misadvising the Minister for Trade, Honorable Moses Kuria, into believing that we don't have maize in this country.
Earlier, the CS for Trade, Moses Kuria, through a string of tweets, defended the government's plan, saying the move is only meant to acquire more maize for strategic reserve and to alleviate the hunger caused by the current drought situation.
What is strategic reserve? Why don't we buy the maize which is available now and put in the strategic reserve?
The danger of allowing importation of maize at this point of the time, when we have bumper harvest and when we are harvesting, it will lower the prices. And therefore, we will leave the farmers to the masses of millers, rock millers.
The CS, however, recognized that farmers are sitting on 20 million bags of maize and another batch of 35 million bags expected in the next 2 weeks. Kuria then advised farmers to take their produce to the millers. The 10 million bags will be imported by any willing Kenyan duty-free. According to the Kenya National Bureau of Statistics, maize production in the country declined by 12.8% from 42.1 million bags in 2020 to 36.7 million bags last year. The country has in the recent past been dogged by maize scandals that ended up costing the taxpayer an arm and a leg. In January 2009, a scandal involving the sale of imported maize hit the headlines as the World Bank reported that Kenya had lost an estimated 23 billion shillings in the importation saga. The debate on the importation of the 10 million bags of maize into the country is expected to gather more momentum as the members of parliament now vow to pull out all the stops to ensure no single bag of maize is imported into the country in order to help the common farmer make a profit at the end of the day. Emmanuel Toll.
Now, the maize circus is also facing another challenge, and that is that of